Houston, we have lunch. Hi, I'm Ron. Speaking of lunch, I'm going to have my lunch. But this is my lunch break video. I'm going to be talking about ghosting. Not like Casper the Ghost or casting out a demon ghost, but like someone who just drops you like a hot potato and doesn't talk to you. And I'm talking about God. Have you ever thought God is ghosting you? The answer is no. Now, here's the deal. If you feel like God is not talking with you, abandoned you, and just uh, split from you, He says He loves us with with an everlasting love. He, Jesus, gave us the cross, which is not just an indication of the errors we've committed and what help we need, though that is accurate and valid and true and all that. It is also an indication of just how much we are loved, because now the veil, this is reference to the Old Testament when they had the temple and there was a veil between the Ark of the Covenant and uh, the holiest of holies. If you went into the holiest of holies without the proper prayers and activities, you got dead. God done killed you. Kind of harsh, but with the right timing and the right ceremony, blah blah blah, it was cool. But then Jesus shows up and lives a righteous life. Born of a virgin of a virgin that was perfect and pure and clean, and he walked it out perfectly. And then he got murdered, allowed himself to be killed, comes back from death, hell, and the grave, and goes to heaven and sits at the right hand seat of the Father, now forever pleading our case. And basically, that means we get to be his kids in good standing in perpetuity. Big word. Forever. Meaning we're cool. He's cool with us, and we're cool with him, so that the veil that was torn after his death can never be restitched up, and we cannot be separated from God. Now, with that being said, there are some provisions not to be separated from God. However, I'll talk about myself, because that way you'll be like, oh, okay, I understand that. When I screw up, anybody screws up, God will convict. Conviction and condemnation sound similar, but they're completely different. If I use my past. Dude, we all do something crazy. If I'm doing something crazy that's not cool, I will feel uncomfortable in my heart, a conscience, and I am not separated by God from God. However, his love might lift, and I might be getting the old like, dude, what do you why you be acting crazy? Don't do it. Whether it's a bad relationship, a bad activity, person, place, or thing, once you stop doing it, conviction leads to repentance, and repentance is a change of mind. And then once we are in that positive frame of mind, wanting what's right and avoiding what's good, we are reinstated with the Father's love. And even when we're convicted, there's oftentimes when he'll do it in a loving way. But if there's ever a love separation, it can be, let's say, unforgiveness, bitterness, jealousy, greed, lust, just when you're going off, when the wheels of the wagon are falling off and you need to get it together, he'll back off, but he won't leave you. There's a difference between not feeling his love and being ghosted by God. You might be getting convicted and guided towards something better, but you're not going to be cut off. And if you are feeling cut off, all right, this is just a quick video. It's not the end all be all, but figure out if there's something you're doing wrong. If you have unforgiveness, anger, jealousy, greed, stuff like that. The book of Galatians has the fruit of the Spirit, what we should be: peace, love, joy, kindness, meekness, temperance, long suffering, everything like that. And if we're not doing that, there might be something that is habitually in our life that we need to address that will reinstate the loving relationship with God in our hearts. So, you ain't being ghosted. Understand who you are as a child of God so that, I don't want to say you always go by your emotions. I mean, there's some times when I don't feel, I'm not acting crazy and I'm not feeling God all the time, but I feel Him a lot, and so can you. And if you're just wondering, am I being ghosted by God? Once you give your heart to God and you really mean it and you're following after Him, the answer is no. You will never be ghosted. You're going to be raised up. It's kind of like a child into an adult. There are times of, you know, I ain't going to explain it all. You understand. But part of this process is understanding our relationship with Him and developing into the fullness of God as He is drawing us into it. And you can do it. And the cool thing is, once you get past these, the flowery term is the dark night of the soul. I'm like, St. John of the Cross, don't stay there. No one deserves a dark night of the soul. It's not like something, ooh, I'm in the dark night and I get to feel God's absence and be all lovesick and miserable because it proves how much I love God. My opinion is no. The cross indicates how much He loves us, and why would He go all the way? Why would He take a beating, like ain't no one ever got a beating, and then hide His love from us? That doesn't sound like a good deal. Nah, you got different opinions and they work for you, cool. But if you're watching this and you're like, my heart just feels empty and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, you might not be doing anything wrong. You just might have to affirm yourself in the knowledge and understanding that you are a beloved child of God, and let your mind, heart, and emotions catch up with that fact. You speak in faith until it becomes alive in you. If there's some sort of sin or weight in your life, something that's not beneficial to you, deal with it, and then see how you get kind of the clouds pass and the sunshine comes back out, and you feel good. So, that's just the quick. Are you being ghosted? No. Those are some of the ways of how to get, to understand it, and if you're in it, to the separation, to get out of it. And then just if you're not there and you're watching this and you feel good, good for you. Say a prayer for the rest of us, and we'll appreciate it. So it's Taco Tuesday. I'm gonna go get me some fajitas with my friends, and the Catholics have communion, bread and the wine, which I think is awesome. But I have my chips and salsa. Not a bad deal. So, yay, God. Catch you guys later. Bye.